How do I turn my genius into a successful business?
Ah, um, well, the reality of dealing with uh, business, which involves dealing with money, organizations, structure, people, challenges, right? There are certain realities to structuring a business, which includes finances. And I'll mention finances more specifically because that's one of the greatest challenges that people often have in building a business, which is valuing finances and linking financial well-being to whatever they're doing, right? Whatever they would love to do. Often you'll see there's a disconnect between business, finances, and a person doing what they would love to do. And that could be, there are many reasons why that could be a challenge. So being willing to get paid for what you do, being willing to manage the money that you get paid to do well so that you appreciate finances in and of themselves for yourself, planning your finances for the business itself, properly allocating expenditures. There's a lot to learn, right, in order to actually build a successful business. I know I've gone through it for a couple of decades, and it's quite a learning curve for me, right? Fortunately, I did spend my life tuning into what I'd love to do, and for me, there was no plan B. For me, it was plan A, and that's it. So what's important to do is to link the value of finances and wealth accumulation and being successful in business to what you love to do. Meaning that if you don't take the time to link wealth building and building a business to what you're doing, it most likely will be a hobby, which means that a person's doing other work that they're not so inspired to do to make money, and the habit that they have consistently is a hobby, which is fine if that's all a person wants. But usually true mastery will happen with something when the resources are attracted so that you're doing it consistently and you're mastering it consistently. And that doesn't mean you need to learn to do everything. It means it's important to lay enough of a structure so that you know enough to attract the right people in order to help you build what you would love to build. For one of my companies now, I have a tech genius, actually, who is a percentage owner of the company who I met through you, right? Tech genius with an amazing marketing company with hundreds of people that I couldn't manifest. And that's not my expertise, but he's a partner in the business. And the other person owns an accounting firm for 40 years. So he's a financial genius. Two areas that I know enough about and manage, but they're not where I'd like to focus. I'm more focused in the area of brand identity, messaging, ideas, overall management, structure, resources, communicating with people, getting clarity on the idea. So I get to focus now where I'm strong, but I know enough so that they filled in pieces to build a company. With an inspired idea that I had over a decade ago. I thought, well, wouldn't it be great if my mother could send me a text because she's dead? I would love to get one on my birthday. And now I have the resources to manifest that idea, and it's turning into an app at a company now.
Absolutely.
It was an inspired idea, but you had to learn. It was an inspired idea that came from the heart that could serve a lot of people, right? And I said, well, you really need a marketing team. You really need somebody to build that. You're not going to build anything. You really could use quite a bit of money to make mastery out of this. So fine, right? So I stood in tune with the inspired idea that came from, hey, a lot of people could be helped by communicating with their loved ones forever. Continuous conversations that way. Absolutely. Broadens connection between people generationally.
It's so futuristic. It's so futuristic idea, and I think it's the right time because we have the technology that is needed to accomplish this. Interesting. There was also a series about it. It's called Upload.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. So Anyway, we are living in a very crazy world where everything is possible.
And only more is going to become possible. And as I pursued this, we've really expanded into what can be accomplished in copying the human mind, and how far we can take this, and all the different problems we can solve in becoming more and more accurate in doing that, which really inspires me because I get to study what I love to study, which is how the mind works continuously. Psychological part, the biological parts. My degree's in biology. I went to school to be a chiropractor, but I'm in tune with now how does that apply to technology, and we're building something around it. So it tunes into my studies that I get to. I'm getting paid to read what I love to read.
Right.
I'm fascinated by learning.
Yes. Great.